Okay, so a lot of you are like, how the fuck are you making 50 to 150K a month on the internet in your sleep? Well, the answer is I've been building systems for fucking years that cash flow in me in my sleep. Also, I don't give a fuck what people think, unlike you, which is why I'm able to make a shitload of money on social media as well. Right now, this month alone, I probably made $14,000 just from being monetized on Facebook. That's not counting TikTok, Instagram, all my other cash streaming funnels, everything else that I fucking do, right? So for those of you that want to start learning what I fucking know, you need to join the Telegram, because if you're not in the Telegram, you're not going to learn and you're not going to know what I fucking know. And number one is you have to fix your mind before you could do what I do. Because a lot of you, the reason why you're broke and you're working a 9 to 5 still is because your mind is so fucking trapped in the system. Every delusion that you believe in, that you take seriously, that you think is real, you think money is real, it's just a tool, okay? You're obsessed with validation, and social media, to me, it's just another tool, right? You don't know how to build and upscale businesses. You don't know how to monetize your presence online. You don't know how to do anything. You probably still think and believe in that society, morality, government, and all these things are real and not just figments of your imagination and constructs inside your mind, which they are, right? And you're not willing to let go of that. And then for a lot of you, I would say actually most of you, your number one fucking problem is, I'm gonna tell you what your number one problem is. Okay, your number one problem is you're obsessed with being loved. You care so much about being loved. It's impossible for you to operate. If any of you are running around looking for life partners, for somebody to validate you with their love for the rest of your life, you're fucked. You're at a standstill. You're not getting over that. You're trapped in a world of emotional validation. You have to fucking let go of that, because once you become love itself, you're all the love and validation you need. You don't need it from an outside source. This idea that you do, or that it's a good thing to partner up with somebody for the rest of your life, is a stupid old world fantasy that you have to let go of in a world that is now set up for individuals to reign free by themselves autonomously. Every person that I meet is nothing merely than a character in my story, and I'm the main character. I live for me. I do everything for me. There's no more there's nothing more of anything important than myself. I always put myself first. And you've been operating on self-interest this entire time. The only thing is that you haven't been consciously operating on a self-interest, because you see, every single relationship that you ever had in your fucking life is a transaction. The problem is that you're unwilling to admit that, because you want everything to be magic. You want to believe it's fucking magic, okay? When the reality is that everything is a transaction. Even my relationship with nature is a fucking transaction. Okay? If I plant the seed and nurture it and it grows, it fertilizes the soil and it fertilizes me with nutrients and nourishment. You see, everything. You have to start breaking down all of the bullshit that you believe in and come to the simple conclusion that you are the center of the universe, of your universe that you create, and you can make it whatever you want. And you're choosing to be a slave right now. You're choosing to stay at a 9 to 5. You're choosing not to take that risk. You're choosing to be attached to people, places, and fucking things that you could let go of right now. Just like the guy the other day, he goes, oh, I can't leave because my fucking grandma's sick and I have to take care of her. Well, okay. So what you're saying is if grandma wasn't around, it wouldn't be a problem. No, it wouldn't. Okay, then put grandma in a fucking nursing home. Well, I can't do that. I guess you're going to be a slave to grandma then until you're like 60 years old and she finally dies. And for what? Okay? So these are the choices that you have to make in your life. You have to let fucking people go. Because if you don't let people go, you can't move on. Right? And if you're number one in your life, then you can do whatever the fuck you want. If you're married, if you're attached to family, all this other shit, you can't do whatever the fuck you want like I can. Okay? So if you want to fucking go on the internet and travel the planet and make money off of your existence, you need to do what I'm fucking doing and stop giving a fuck about what people think. Stop giving a shit about society. Stop caring about its ideals. Stop caring about people looking at you or them watching you or them being like, oh my God, look at him. Who cares? Fuck them. Okay, this is it. This is the final This is the final countdown before we launch our worldwide escapade of doing whatever the fuck we want. I've been working on this for years, and Nimbus Universe is now expanding. It's expanding, okay? Podcasts, everything else. A lot of you already know who I am, okay? You tried to stop me. It didn't fucking work. It didn't work because I'm not you. I'm shameless, okay? How are you gonna shame the shameless? How are you gonna fucking do that? It's impossible. It's impossible. Anything I say or do, if you get it and put it on a poster board and you're like, look what Nimbus said. I'll say, yeah, I said that, and I'll say it to your fucking face. I have people on the internet, they're online, they're like, oh, I'm gonna kill you when I meet you, this and that. Great, dude. I'm not afraid of violence. Like, fucking bring it. Go right ahead. That doesn't scare me, okay? The only thing that does scare me is the violence of the state, which will never be a problem for me because I'm never going up against them. I'm not advocating for some kind of stupid, retarded political revolution or some kind of ideological solution. I don't care. The only thing I care about is doing whatever the fuck I want and living for myself, and it's working. It's working so good that I've been unemployed for 5 fucking straight years now. I have hundreds of acres of land. I do whatever the fuck I want. I wake up at 11 a.m. and scratch my balls on some random beach. And I look at my phone, and there's no one texting me except people that want me and women that want to hang out with me. And I'm hanging out with a new hot young broad every other fucking week. Let's see where this trail goes here. I don't know. It doesn't matter. That's another thing. Time doesn't matter when you're as free as I am. It doesn't fucking matter because you have unlimited time. The only time I have is until I die. When that's going to be, I don't know. But I live every day like I'm going to fucking die. Okay? I don't live on this medium of like 9 to 5. So I don't have to worry about what time it is.